Hey hunters, how's it going? I'm Kale, hunting Western Mass. What a blessed day it was to be in the woods today. It was great. And there I was just talking about, we're just average guys. We go out with cameras. You're not going to see us harvesting deer, every post we make and yada yada. And I was blessed enough today to harvest this fine doe. Uh, and let me tell you how it happened. I hunt Montague wildlife management areas pretty much 80% of the time because there's so many deer there. And today, when I pulled up, I parked in an area I don't usually park in. I decided to hunt down low instead of up high because I'd been in there a couple days. Actually, quite a few days. And you haven't heard from me from a couple days. It had rained out. We had one day of torrential downpours, and it was really hot in the woods right before that. But I was able to get back out there, and it was just exciting. As soon as I got out of the car, I could hear deer in the woods. It sounded like cows, moving out in the woods, and there was just a lot of activity going on. I didn't even get that far really into the woods before I started to see deer. And it was really exciting. I used my call, both buck and doe bleats, and the deer just came right into me. This doe was traveling in a group of deer, and if I would have probably been a little more patient, I might have been able to see there was probably a buck chasing them. Right now, I'm getting a lot of reports that in the rut that they are in the seeking chasing phase. So a lot of times when you see does, just hang on, even if you got a doe tag, because a lot of times that buck will come through pushing that doe. But on the other hand, a lot of times those does, they'll get wind of you, they'll stomp their feet or whatever, and that buck, he won't come anywhere near you. So it's about taking advantage of the opportunities as they come, and it's about doing your homework, getting in the woods, doing the scouting, doing your homework, and not just talking the talk, walking the walk. You got to get out there and do it. And this was, I don't want to say a lucky occasion for me, because I put a lot of time and effort into the woods, and I put a lot of time and effort into hunting, and this is my reward. I eat venison. I love it. Put some meat in my freezer for the year. The first doe takes the pressure off. Now I can concentrate on the bucks that I know. There's a few out there that I'm really targeting. There's one on Toby. I get up to Toby every once in a while to try and track him down. But there's some fine bucks on in the Montague wildlife management areas. You just have to get out there, look for them, look for the breeding scrapes, look for the big scrapes, look for the big rubs. Find out where those deer are. Look at the direction that the rub is going, and it'll tell you, where that deer is going. Find the bedding areas, find the food sources, find the travel corridors. I say it over and over, like a broken record, but it's I don't have a lot of high tech stuff I can pull out of the bag. So I can just tell you that today, also, you guys should do your homework. I don't know what it was about today, but there was so much wildlife in the woods today. I saw a lot of deer. Even after I dragged this deer out, I saw 2 deer on the way back, and then when I got back to the car, I saw another buck. I saw foxes running around, rabbits running around. I drove over a porcupine. It was sitting in the middle of the road after dark. So I saw there was major wildlife today. So I'm going to do some research and see what the weather patterns were, what the moon pattern was, and try and figure out what made today such, a super hot day. So the bucks are starting to heat up. The does are starting to heat up. You're starting to see some seeking, chasing. Pretty soon they're going to start getting a little loopy, and they're going to start getting a little less cautious. So, now's the time. Get in the woods before that hunting pressure gets turned on and those deer go into the hiding phase. That makes it a little more difficult. So I wanted to share this with you. Today is day 1 of week 2. This is my wrap-up video. I had a blessed day. It was great to be in the woods. I want to give a shout out to my aunt Peggy, who's very ill in the hospital right now. I'm dedicating this deer to her. Calling this deer Peggy. She was a sweetie. She was a wildcat, and we're not sure if she's going to make it or not. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know how it's going here at Hunting.